All right, let's hit our calls of the day. Intel today double downgraded to underweight at JPMorgan. The price target to 32 from 64. Jenny, you own it. Now, after their most recent earnings report, I think it's fair to say you felt pretty vindicated that maybe this was the beginning of a new era for Intel.
I think that,
as an investor,
I think that's putting way too much optimism onto how I felt.
Really?
I've always thought that the stock is severely undervalued, but I don't think a new era like that, to me, that's a little too rosy. So, as you know, we've held this position for a long time.
Okay.
It's like a 1% position. If I thought it was a new era, maybe I would have increased the position back up to 3%.
Okay.
But do I feel as fine about Intel now as I have then, even though we're down so much? Yes. And so here's what I think of this report. You need to be really careful when you see a report that says double downgrade. Let's remember, first of all, that this analyst a year ago had a $78 price target on it. So now they've got a $32 price target. Let's start today with Intel. What do you have? You have a stock that is going to make money, right, is probably going to grow earnings in the future. And unlike AMD, I can make an argument for modest multiple expansion here as things continue to get better. An interesting thing that we were thinking about with respect to this is it took Lisa Su 4 years to turn around AMD. Pat Gelsinger's in early stages of turning Intel around. So I think there is optimism and reason to stick with the position rather than sell it, but we're not so optimistic that we're like doubling or tripling down. But do we want to continue to hold it? Yes. And do I think that Intel will grow into functional earnings and get a reasonable multiple in the future? Yes, I do.
Do you want to go with this one?
He feels sorry for me for owning it. Let's just put that out
look,
there.
I mean, look, I got to admit, I'm so happy not being in this stock. I've been in your seat for years, and it's just so unpleasant. But to be constructive here, I don't think Intel is headed for the dustbin of history. Not at all, Jenny.
Not at all.
And from my perspective, I think there will be a time that I'm in the name with you. I've got to wait for the turn. I see declining revenues. I see all the negativity out there, and I just want to wait for the turn before getting in.
I hear you.